While there's been a lot of change in live video production, churches are also just getting more sophisticated, needing multiple camera ops. They need graphics going to iMag and different graphics going to the live stream. It's hard to coordinate all those teams over the old school party line intercom system. Now that's exactly where the church at Rock Creek in Little Rock, Arkansas found themselves, with an outdated party line system. But recently they got to use the CrewCom intercom system from Pliant Technologies. But before we get started, give this video a like and subscribe to the Church Production YouTube channel.
I'm Nick Burt from the Church at Rock Creek in Little Rock, Arkansas, where I serve as the Director of Communications, overseeing communications and production. For the longest time, we've had a simple two-wire intercom party line system that we've used and has served us really well. But one of the main limitations of it has been that it's a wired system. It doesn't offer any wireless belt packs. The Pliant CrewCom intercom system was a great option for us to look into because it offered us exactly what we needed: wireless intercoms for several of our positions that need to be mobile, but stay connected to the intercom system throughout the service.
Well, I've said this before, I love when a company is fully focused on one thing, and Pliant Technologies is fully focused on intercoms. And with the CrewCom, you not only get great technology, but you get great expandability to build out your fleet of intercom systems, as well as great sound.
When the Pliant CrewCom system arrived, setting it up was really quite simple. I was able to connect with account manager from Pliant, and he was able to guide me through it. And in a matter of maybe 30 minutes, we had the system operational. I even set it up on a Thursday and used it the following Sunday with no hiccups. The very first Sunday, it was seamless. I mean, we were used to using an intercom system, and now having it to where I could literally step out of the production room, go solve a problem. My video director can still talk to me. If I need to get a hold of the stage manager to fix something, I can just call him on the comm system. That was a game changer, and it felt so simplistic and seamless. It made the services run more smoothly.
At the church that I work at, we have a Sunday producer that produces Sunday service at the front row next to the pastor in the auditorium. Now, she still needs to give cues to the lighting technician and cues to the audio engineer at front of house, and maybe even cues to the monitor engineer at back of the house, or maybe even cues to the band that's all on stage, as well as the video director, the colorist, and all the camera ops, if need be, for the live service online. I guess the cool thing is at this point in time, you can do all that from a wireless intercom system.
One of the things a wireless intercom system afforded us was to begin using a wireless camera system that we had owned. We had built in a really recent video overhaul. We had a camera with a wireless video transmitter. The shading of the camera was wireless. The only thing holding us back at this point was the intercom system. We were still tethered to an XLR wire. So having that wireless intercom system allowed us to have a roving camera operator to get the best shot at that time. So with the CrewCom system, they have a lot of different options for channels, or as they call it, conferences. And so you can really segment your intercom traffic. You could have video on a channel, sound on a channel, lighting on a channel, and then you could have a party line for everybody. So if you wanted to have like a staff channel or a staff profile and a volunteer profile, you could really segment those and control who's able to hear and talk where. And a feature even further that was really nice for like a video director, they have a stage announce feature, which in a normal setting might be actually used to talk through the PA to the audience. In our case, we wired that into our worship team's in-ear system, so that in a worst case emergency, I could press the stage announce from my belt pack and talk to the singers on the stage to give them real-time information. One of my favorite features of the Pliant CrewCom system was a very simple feature. Their call feature had a vibrate function. And so I could take my headset off between services, walk around, keep my belt pack on, and if somebody needed me, they could press the call button. My belt pack would vibrate, alerting me that somebody was calling me. I could put my headset on and talk to them. And so I could still be connected without having to wear a headset, just by a simple page from any comm system. And that feature was able to work across our existing intercom system and the Pliant CrewCom system. The intercom systems have removable battery packs, and the charging station is able to charge up to 6 belt packs at one time and 6 additional batteries at one time. So you can charge 12 batteries simultaneously. So every belt pack could have its own battery, and then you have a backup on the charger you can walk by and swap out. A really neat feature, the control unit that we mounted in our control room right by our director's position shows everybody's battery indicator. So I could quickly at a glance look down and see if somebody had a low battery, pop on the intercom and say, hey, change your battery out. But again, we never ran into that on a Sunday because the batteries worked for us about 6 hours each Sunday that we used them.
Lastly, a big thank you from Pliant Technologies, Nick, and the whole crew at Church at Rock Creek for taking the time, implementing this in your system, and giving us your insight on what we can expect from the CrewCom intercom system. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, as well as check out churchproduction.com for new articles and insights on everything church production. As always, I'm Marcel Patillo, and I'll see you all in the next one.